Ladies and gentlemen, this is your EIDL grant update for September 11th, 2020. In this video, I'm going to show you how a top senator slammed after blocking the GOP skinny bill because it did not include funding for small businesses and most specifically S.4227, the bill calling for mandating that the Small Business Administration disperses the full $10,000 economic injury disaster loan advance to all legitimate small business applicants. GOP lawmakers failed to pass the skinny bill, which included a $300 a week enhanced unemployment benefit to people on unemployment insurance funded by the federal government, a second round of Paycheck Protection Program loans. Companies with less than 301 employees that have suffered a year-over-year revenue loss of 35% or greater could perform a second draw of the Paycheck Protection Program fund. The program is set to cost or budgeted to cost under this plan $258 billion, but after rescinding the money that the Paycheck Protection Program has not used, the original program, the program would be budgeted to cost $112 billion. $105 billion will go to K through 12 schools and universities so they can open their doors back up again, and to fund programs that allow for greater school choice. $15 billion would go towards working parents so they can find accessible child care. $20 billion would go to farmers and ranchers who have suffered pandemic-induced losses. $500 million would go to the fishing and seafood industries. $31 billion would go towards the development of vaccines, drugs, and other medical supplies. $16 billion would go towards testing and contact tracing. $10 billion would go towards forgiving a loan to the post office if the agency falls below certain cash thresholds. Liability protections for businesses and schools, so these organizations won't be scared to open up their doors as long as they follow all CDC and government guidelines. This would block any employees or customers from suing these organizations, and expanded charitable tax deduction for charitable contributions. So if a taxpayer makes a charitable contribution in 2020 and takes the standard deduction that would make them ineligible to take the charitable contribution, then under this plan, such taxpayers taking a standard deduction will be eligible to take the charitable tax contribution. Democrat Senator Benjamin Cardin, ranking member of the U.S. Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship, voted against the skinny bill. And in his statement, he argues that the bill does not include more monetary support for small businesses. Enough monetary support for small businesses, ladies and gentlemen. First off, through his P4 program, the Prioritized Paycheck Protection Program bill that he introduced with Senators Shaheen and Senator Coons. It does not include money for that, and most specifically, the economic injury disaster loan. And even he got more specific and called out the bill because it did not include S.4227, the bill calling for mandating that the Small Business Administration disperses the full $10,000 economic injury disaster loan grant to all legitimate small business applicants, ladies and gentlemen. So let me just read exactly what he stated. I have also been supportive of bipartisan efforts by Senators Jackie Rosen and John Cornyn to provide more resources for the EIDL program and remove the counterproductive limitations placed on the program by the administration. Senator Jackie Rosen and Senator John Cornyn, one Democrat, one GOP senator, introduced a bill to mandate that the Small Business Administration disperses the full $10,000 economic injury disaster loan grant to all legitimate small business applicants. And it blocks the Small Business Administration from capping loans at $15,000 or $500,000, which were the previous caps of the economic injury disaster loan, and the existing cap of $150,000. Therefore, under this plan, the Small Business Administration would have to disperse loans of up to $2 million. And the Small Business Administration would not be able to cap the economic injury disaster loan grant at $1,000 per employee or a pepperoni slice per employee. The Small Business Administration under S.4227 will have to disperse the full economic injury disaster loan advance of $10,000 to each small business applicant. And if you were a recipient of the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Advance at $1,000 per employee, let's say you received $1,000 in grant money, then under this plan, you would be eligible to receive the remaining $9,000 that the Small Business Administration would have to pay to you, ladies and gentlemen. Senate Republicans' proposal fails to target aid to the small businesses that need it most, and it is still too reliant on traditional banking relationships to deliver capital to small businesses. The bill also does not invest in the EIDL program, which has provided more than 3.5 million American entrepreneurs with long-term, low-interest loans, and the bill does not provide grants for small businesses that need capital but are not able to take on new debt. Senate Republicans failed to pass the skinny bill with a vote of 52 to 47. Only one Republican, Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky, voted against this bill, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, Chairman of the U.S. Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship, this is the committee that is managing S.4227. Marco Rubio, Senator Marco Rubio, GOP Senator Marco Rubio from Florida, voted for this bill, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, I want you to light him up. Go ahead and hit him. sbc.senate.gov. Feel free to fill out the contact form, give them a call, and let them know. Why did Senator Marco Rubio vote on this skinny bill that did not include funding for S.4227? The bill mandating that the Small Business Administration disburses the full $10,000 Economic Injury Disaster Loan Advance to all legitimate small business applicants, ladies and gentlemen, if he indeed wants to help small businesses that cannot take on new debt because of the economic disruption, the unprecedented economic disruption, and the economic cataclysm that this pandemic has dealt to this country and to small business owners, which constitute employing half of the U.S. workforce, ladies and gentlemen, and we constitute 31.7 million small businesses, 99.9% of all businesses in the United States. They can't let us go under. So how in his right mind does he vote for this bill without including funding for S.4227 or simply the disbursement? You get the guts from the bill, the disbursement of the $10,000 Economic Injury Disaster Loan Advance to all legitimate small business applicants. You can also contact him on rubio.senate.gov. There's a button labeled Email Me. Go ahead and click it and let them know that they have to equip you with the monetary ammunition you need to save your families, feed your families, save your business, keep your employees on payroll, and ultimately save this country. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments in the comments section below. Watch this video right here for more stimulus and economic injury disaster loan advanced coverage. Click the like button if you like the video. Click the subscribe button to stay on top of my findings. We report when no one else will, mobilize like no one else will, and stop at nothing until each and every one of you is equipped with everything you need, everything for which you are eligible to ultimately save this economy and save this country, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to do it. None of these government leaders will. May God bless you. May God bless the United States of America and everybody else on this planet. Talk soon.